Christmas, 1941. The world was at war. Just weeks earlier, the United States, after years of neutrality, was thrust into the global conflict. The surprise attack on Pearl Harbor by Japan on December 7th shattered the illusion of isolationism. It plunged America into the heart of a war that already engulfed Europe and Asia. As families gathered for the holidays, a sense of uncertainty hung heavy in the air. The festive cheer was dimmed by the knowledge that loved ones were far away fighting for freedom. Yet amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope emerged from an unlikely alliance. In Washington, D.C., two leaders, vastly different in background and temperament, met to chart the course of the free world. This was no ordinary Christmas gathering. This was a meeting of destiny. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the American president, and Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister, came together to face a common enemy. Their partnership would shape the course of the war and the world to come. Roosevelt and Churchill were an unlikely pair. Roosevelt, the patrician New Yorker, was charming and pragmatic. He led a nation hesitant to be drawn into another global conflict. Churchill, the bulldog of Britain, was a staunch defender of democracy. He rallied his nation against the Nazi threat with unwavering resolve. Their early relationship was marked by a mixture of admiration and suspicion. Roosevelt saw in Churchill a steadfast ally against tyranny. However, he also worried about Churchill's imperial ambitions. Churchill, in turn, respected Roosevelt's leadership, but he questioned America's commitment to the war effort. Despite their differences, both men understood the gravity of the situation. They knew that the fate of the free world rested on their shoulders. They were determined to forge a united front against the Axis powers, no matter the challenges. Their differences were not just political, they extended to their military strategies. American generals, eager to engage the enemy, favored a direct attack on Germany through France. British commanders, wary of another bloody stalemate like the First World War, advocated for a more cautious approach. They preferred to chip away at the edges of the Nazi Empire in North Africa and the Mediterranean. These strategic disagreements led to heated debates. Roosevelt and Churchill found themselves mediating between their respective military advisors. Each side presented compelling arguments. The weight of millions of lives hung in the balance. Over the course of 2 weeks, Roosevelt and Churchill met almost daily. They talked, they argued, they shared meals, and they even prayed together. This constant interaction, born out of necessity, fostered a deep personal bond between the two leaders. They discovered a shared sense of humor and a common purpose. Most importantly, they developed a deep respect for each other's strengths and perspectives. This newfound understanding proved crucial as they navigated the complexities of wartime leadership. Out of these intense deliberations emerged a unified strategy. Roosevelt and Churchill agreed to prioritize the defeat of Nazi Germany, adopting what became known as the Europe First strategy. Recognizing the need for immediate action, they also agreed to launch a joint offensive in North Africa. This decision, a compromise between British caution and American eagerness, had significant implications. It allowed the Allies to engage the Axis powers on a new front. It also provided valuable experience for American troops who were untested in the crucible of modern warfare. Their collaboration extended beyond military strategy. Roosevelt and Churchill shared a vision for a post-war world, a world free from the scourge of war and tyranny. This shared ideal led to the signing of the United Nations Declaration on the 1st of January 1942. This document, signed by 26 nations, laid the groundwork for a new international order. It was a testament to the power of collaboration and a beacon of hope in a world consumed by darkness. On Christmas Eve 1941, with Churchill by his side, Roosevelt addressed the American people. He spoke of the challenges they faced, the sacrifices that lay ahead, and the enduring spirit of freedom that bound them together. This is not a time for despair, he declared, but for resolute action and unwavering faith. He reminded them that Christmas was more than just a holiday. It was a symbol of hope, of peace, and of goodwill towards all. He urged them to hold on to these values even in the darkest of times. His words resonated across the nation, offering solace and strength to a people facing an uncertain future. Churchill, in his own Christmas message, echoed Roosevelt's sentiments. "Let the children have their night of fun and laughter," he proclaimed. "Let us share to the full in their unstinted pleasures." But he also reminded the world that the fight for freedom was far from over. He spoke of the courage of the British people, the resilience of the human spirit, and the unwavering belief in the ultimate triumph of good over evil. His words, delivered in his trademark booming voice, carried across the Atlantic, offering a message of defiance and hope to a world yearning for peace. The Christmas meeting of 1941 between Roosevelt and Churchill was a pivotal moment in history. It marked the beginning of a remarkable partnership, a bond forged in the crucible of war. Their collaboration, built on mutual respect and a shared vision, proved instrumental in defeating Nazi Germany and shaping the post-war world. Today, as we face our own set of global challenges, the legacy of Roosevelt and Churchill serves as a powerful reminder. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, unity and resolve can prevail. It reminds us that dialogue, compromise, and a shared vision are essential for overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles. The spirit of Christmas 1941, a spirit of hope, resilience, and unity, remains as relevant today as it was then. It is a spirit that transcends borders and ideologies, reminding us of our shared humanity and our common responsibility to build a better future for all.